Fuck. Okay. Let me set my skills up, which... The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate. The Hangman's Gambit and the bullet time. Wait, what'd I do? Oh, I could do this. Wait. So only have these two, right? Those are the only two I have. Yeah, because so I have... Wait, I have this as well. Okay, so I only have those. Okay. Which I remember most of the stuff. I remember the murder happened at 2 AM. She would say with a blown object. So, around 2 AM, the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor, the cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. She said that she wanted to get stronger. She asked multiple times to join her and Oi, and she never accepted. And she tried to use the locker room to avoid them that night. Yeah, she liked helping others, even though she's afraid of girls, apparently. This is probably the murder weapon. Look up. She wanted people to know that she wanted to get stronger. She had, like, a lot of people had the assumption of her that she was weak, so she admired strength more than anything. Let me see. To unlock a locker room, you need to swipe your handbook over the card reader. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and a female's to open the girls'. It's not possible for 2 people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation. But you can loan it, so someone could have used the... Yeah, okay. So yeah, if people die, their handbooks get put in the mailbox, which Leon's was apparently tampered with. Yeah. One of the handbooks is found has been broken. Junko and Psycho both their work. However, Monokumo claims it's very unlikely that Leo's handbook was broken. It's not broken, it's a weakness to it. Maybe the blackened people, their shit gets fucked up, I don't know. Suspected genocide jag victims include all those people. They were killed in the same way and mounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime, written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from split personality. Okay. So that one says the split personality stuff and like the evidence of the same case having it. So this is where she was talking about she was afraid of girls, right? Consciously kept her distance from the other girls at the school even from the beginning. Meanwhile, it had been noticed that she got along remarkably well with... Yeah, so if anything comes up with her being afraid of girls, it's this. This has to do with the rugs being swapped or something in the posters as well. Yeah. Meanwhile, the poster in the boys' locker room was for a boy band popular to teenage girls. Her handbook. Chira's handbook was not found on her corpse and has apparently gone missing. Oh yeah. Well, maybe that's not Leon's. Maybe it's hers? I don't know. Chira's body has been suspended and her hands had been bound with some kind of rope. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head, but it's not rope. It's a lamp from the library, or like a little extension cord. Meiko was known to use this lamp often, however the extension cord had gone missing at some point and the lamp's cord couldn't quite reach the outlet. So that's where that is. On the night before the murder, Chira was... Before nighttime, right before nighttime, Chira was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. She's probably hiding everything in her room, I imagine, or like Toko. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. And that's all, right? Fuck, man. I don't want to go into this. I hate this. Okay. Like, this shit gives me anxiety. Like, I hate this part. It's so cool, but, like, I hate it. Because it puts pressure on you. Okay, I'm ready. I'm just... fucking throw me in there. I'm ready. Just go. Just go. Fuck.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
So is the dumbbell. We know that. So first we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. I'm trying to remember, was it shift? Well, it was space, right? Space to slow it down, control to speed it up, right? Let me see.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Right? No? Isn't it the dumbbell?
Shoot.
Wait, huh? I probably should read it all, huh? Okay, I'll just reread it.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Alright. Basically the same thing. He's like, oh, it had to be like, we don't know what it is, but no,
we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
I'll read through it all next time. That's like so stupid. But anyway, I'll just read through it all the first time and then go after.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Oops.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
If you shoot a blunt object, you were saying it's not blunt. I mean, nah. But he was just saying it in a way where I thought he was saying that they didn't know what it was, like what the object was, and I was like, we know what it is. So I need to read it through first. That was my fault, because it would have been more obvious on the second one, or like the third one. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Although I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your actions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Strictly to things that are wrong if you can help it. I mean, yeah. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well done, good luck. Fuck, man, what the hell? Oh god, I hate this shit.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so
there is proof, yeah.
Genocide, yeah. I don't know who that is.
Okay, yeah. I was figuring, but I wanted to go through it.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Case closed.
But that's
Why?
What made...
well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so
Fuck!
speaking of genocide,
That really sucked. Okay. I didn't know how effective, sorry, that was my bad.
The culprit is Jenna's. Case closed.
But that,
Why?
well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
Okay,
No,
there we go.
that's wrong.
Shit, alright, now I know how it works. Alright, sorry, my bad.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Ooh, blush, shut up.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic. And it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic every Genocide Jack case, which a world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, has to do with the positioning of the body. The bloody message left behind, how the victim was positioned?
I got it!
Posture check, thank you.
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Can we talk about how, like, Hero on the left side is freaking the fuck out and Celeste is sitting there with a smile on her face? She's so funny. She's so fucking weird. Like, why is she standing there like that?
No fucking way.
Just Oi over there. She's like, whatever.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh, got her. Got her.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie! What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
I mean, you did, Mori, but that was without knowing anything. You just saw how crazy she was and you assumed it, and it just made, I mean, I assumed too, but then it was like, it's like too easy. Like, they made that so easy. Like, obviously it was fucking her, like.
Another riddle? Man, why has this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but it also not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Yeah, the split personality thing. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god, this thing again. What is it? Wait. It's high. Wait, so what? Hangman? Yeah, wait, let me think. So what does it want? What is the fucking word? I remember, like, the clue last time it was the hair. So what is this? Wait, I can't think. What? What? Wait. I'm looking! Wait. Is it... Wait. I'm trying to think. Because the timer goes down, right? Doesn't it? You have time. It's kind of a strange word. S. It's begin with an S then? I guess it's an S, right? Okay. So. Yeah. Wait. Oh. Is it the Z, right? I think it's a Z. Right? And then... What the I don't know what the fucking... Oh, I guess. Okay, okay, so it helps you, kind of.
Now I understand.
It's a medical term? Oh. Okay, then that makes sense. Yeah, that's weird, but...
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows that Toko could have a split personality to do with her behavior... Her behavior changed? I mean, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed, right? Like, the fuck? The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality. Yeah, it's like...
I got it!
I mean, it has to be that. That's how they do it with other fucking
how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Yeah, I told you, they made the promise. You probably, whatever, I don't know, they did something.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
This poor girl, honestly. She went to Byakuya, the fucking worst person. This poor thing. She's got a bunch of mental issues. This poor thing. I feel bad for her at this point. Like,
this is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh my god, what an asshole.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
still up, or is it lagging again? Because the ping is going wonky. I'll just pause just in case, but did it, is the stream still up, or is it bad right now? Oh god. Right now the ping is red for me, so it's like going crazy, so I just want to make sure that's all good. It's good? Alright.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean?
Oh god. It's gonna come out. Toko's apparently suddenly lunged backwards. Oh god. A thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh god, she comes up as like some fucking...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw like an image with her like years ago, or whatever it was, like her with a really long tongue. I guess that's what this whole thing is, but...
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh god, this poor thing.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Oh my god. This murderous fiend, Genocide Jack, this is beyond insane. You know it is. It's beyond insane. Yes.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
This poor thing's gonna get executed too. Like, I mean, I say poor thing, she's murdered people, but it's like, it's out of her, like, you know what I mean? I have mixed feelings right now, because it's like, it's not like she's doing it intentionally, it's like she's fucked up in the brain. You know, she never got help for it. So, I mean, I don't know. Just because she's afraid of blood, it's obvious she's crazy. Well, everyone obviously has something wrong with them, you can kind of see, like, but it just seemed too easy that for this case it would be her, but I guess that's what it is. Like, I was just like, oh, like, you know, she's talking about Genocide Jack. Like, you know, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be easy right off the bat, but, like, that seemed so easy. Even the last one, it was like you saw Leon, the text Leon, that was it. And I knew the entire time it was Leon. We shouldn't punish Wheat, what?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then, it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
This poor girl was part of the tutorial, and so was Sayaka. Why? Why did they do this to these girls? This is so sad for them. So sad. So I can imagine after this it gets way harder. Because I know Celeste, if she ends up being in a trial, she's gonna be fucking hard, I imagine. She's like one of those fucking weird people. But like, this poor girl, man, she was set up for failure from the start. I'm sorry, Boo Thing. It's over for you.
Just kidding again!
Oh my god. They're all like, what the fuck?
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us?
I like how all the time Celeste has just been smiling, but once Toko changed her personality, she's just been in shock the entire time. She's standing like, what the fuck? Like,
if someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Oh no, not back to the game. Please, stop. Okay. Status of the dead body. I'm gonna go through all the text first. Let's see.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Alright, so there's 3 alibis.
An alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
So is it just that? Because I'm assuming it's
Give
gonna
it up.
restart. Oh.
You killed her.
Okay, so it's that. It's just that.
Sorry, but
You say that, but do
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Well, in this case, she murdered a girl.
With passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are 2 clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
The style of the bloody message? Man.
I got it!
They all died
For
with
one,
scissors,
the
but...
cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Alright, that's right, the second difference relates to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other genocide cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
I love this character. She's so iconic, like...
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that
Oh,
out,
man.
and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We
so
get it.
scared.
You clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay,
I
whatever.
accidentally skipped
There
her.
still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
Oh my god.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on, there is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Byakuya? What the fuck is he?
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Fucking every time. Oh yeah, that I forgot. I didn't show you the video. Oh my god, of like the face Celeste is doing. There's a video I have to show on stream. I showed it before, but I gotta show it again. It's fucking, oh my god.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
It's just kind of funny how I was literally talking about it before too. I was like, he's showing us, like before I said it was Toko, right? I was saying like, yeah, he was like showing us all this information. Or like he was showing us the library stuff and all this shit. And I'm like, he wouldn't like show us this information if he did it, right? Cause I speculated that. I'm like, cause you know, there's people that have done it. They've killed or like they've done something and then they'll show the evidence and like show them all this proof and be like, why would I show you all this? Like, if I was the killer, I would never do that. You know what I mean? Like stupid shit like that. That's what I was saying about him. It's kind of funny that it's like falling back on him now, but I don't know. It's like, in the locker rooms, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
But we didn't know who died first, right? We didn't know. How did he know?
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Yeah, how do you know?
Okay then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction by what Byakuya, fuck, there you go. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debate. Stop adding this shit. Oh my, look at I can't. Her fucking character is so funny. Look at her just standing there. I hate her, but I love her at the same time. Alright, next we're going to add something called the truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. If you however, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer or like contradiction in your if you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your load, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. What? I don't understand. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck, have fun. What? So, like normal shooting, right? Is it saying that when text pops up, instead of just normally shooting, I hold down left click, and it does a flashback for whatever I clicked on? Is that how that works? Is that what it's talking about? Because I'm assuming it's easier to just see for myself, but I don't want to fuck up, so...